Good morning, party people. Good morning. Hi. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, November 3rd. It is official Christmas launching day. Who's all on here for Christmas launching day? Let me see. We got PK. Good morning. Can't be here this AM. Oh, got a crown problem. Oh my. Okay, good luck with that, PK. I hope that your dentist is swift and gentle. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Miranda. Good afternoon, Anita. Hello, Leslie. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Mary. Good morning, Susan. And Sid. Good morning. And Heather. Good morning. Good morning, Marianne. And Donna Dragonslayer. Hello, Louisa and Gloria. The gang's all here. Kimberly and Jen and who else? Dawn. Good morning. And Leah and Kathleen. Hello, Kathleen. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Rosanna. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Beth. All right. Ooh. So I've got lots to report. Got lots to report per the usual. We are going to jump into the Christmas box today, so I'm not going to do a full-on report. We'll do that tomorrow, but yes, it's time for work. What are you doing? Slicks his lips. You see him? Bunsen, what, how come you haven't, what are you doing? Mr. Bunsen was very upset. He was left for 2.5 days, which is half a day too many days. They turned into gremlins. Lily isn't even back from her trip yet. Jefferson's gonna go get her at 9:30, he said. He's got his, DOT thing today for the medical situation, so he can drive for the company or whatever. So he's gonna go get her after all that. You look like you had a relaxing weekend. I had a weekend. It was fun. We went to Montana, and we went to the hotel in Sydney. And my mom had put together kind of like a whole Halloween party for everybody. So it was me and my sister Carly, my sister Katie, and her significant other, and Carly's girls, the Thunder Ponies, and then my brother Guy and his wife Hannah, and baby Buck, and Ken, which is their dad, and me and Jeff. I'm missing somebody. Anyway, and David. So anyways, we were all there. We played games. Do y'all remember Bozo? I got the buckets for the Bozo game. We played that. We played Hangman on the big board in there with the girls. We went swimming and did all the food because they all brought food and did all the things. And then the next day, the next day, or was that same day? No, it was the same day. Me and my sister went out. You guys. Me and my sister went out I know I just said I was not going to do a full report, but it kind of sounds like we're doing a little bit of a full report. Me and my sister went out in Sydney, Montana. Just pointing this out to the Sydney, Montana nail place. That's what it's called. The Sydney nail place. Whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, I come here all the time. I really like it. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we go there to get the toes done. And I have not had my toes done in like a million years because I'm busy and I don't have time for that. I can't sit still that long. But I was like, okay, great. So we did that. And they were doing all kinds of things. Were putting wax on your feet and doing the massage and the whole bit. It was lovely. Anyway, while we're in there just enjoying our time, who's got scoops? Good morning. While we're in there enjoying our time, some woman came in And she comes in and she's just like, kind of rude and pushy, and she just kind of flies in the door and she's like, oh, I'm here to use the ATM. And the owner was like, the ATM is for customers only. This is not a public ATM that we just let anybody use. Sorry. And so the lady's like, well, I own ATMs. I know that you can't do that. And I was just thinking, well, go use one of your own damn ATMs. Then this lady was being not nice. And so the lady says, oh, well, I'm really sorry. Okay. And the owner is Korean. And this lady was not. And so this lady started being all kinds of shitty. She was just like, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm doing it anyways. And she's putting her card in. And the lady's like, who told you to come in here? Because she was like, oh, the lady over there told me I could use it. And she's like, who? And she's like, who told you? And she's like, that lady down there. And she's like, who? And she's like, the lady in the subway? And she's like, no, I don't know. And she was just being crappy. Okay, so we're sitting behind. The whole time that she's like, I'm doing this anyways. I'm doing whatever, blah, blah. I'm going to do what I want. She's like, I'm taking a picture. I'm reporting you guys to the board of ATM people. Her card keeps getting declined. She has no money. It's just like, okay. So finally this man come over. He's also, this is the owner's husband. He comes over and he's like, yeah, like you can't be here doing all this. And she's like, well, I'm reporting you. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to report you. I'm going to call this number. And they were like, yeah, go ahead, do that. But you can't use the ATM. Literally for like an awkward amount of time. Like an awkward like 10 or 15 minutes of time, which is a long time when you're like in a confrontation with somebody. It was very crazy. And I was just sitting there thinking, if this goes on any longer, I might have to start screaming over here. Jesus. Because I was just going to be like, you're a cunt. Nobody wants you here. Get out. I can't stand it. And she was just being that way. And then she was saying like, I can't understand what you're saying. I can't understand what you're saying. Yeah. So I was like, all right, Sydney, Montana, y'all better get your shit together. So, anywho, that happened, but it was quite rude. Anyway, but me and my sister had a lovely time. So then after she left, then she was like, oh, she's like, well, what can I buy in here? And they were like, well, we offer services. Like, we don't really have products like you can buy. But they were like, oh, well, we have lotion. And she's like, okay, I'll buy a lotion and use the ATM and be a customer. And they were like, okay. And then, so she goes and gets the lotion and she's like, $15 for lotion, which I bought one, by the way. They're amazing. They're made out of essential oils, and they're huge. They're like this big. My sister bought it for me, actually, for my tummy. And I was just like, this lady's crazy. So anyways, that happened. And then we went on after that, we went back to the hotel, and we went to the South 40 for dinner and had steaks or whatever, which was nice. My mom took us out. And the next day, we went to my sister Katie's house and saw her house for the first time. And then we went to my mom's house and saw her house because we hadn't seen it since she moved it to Sydney or Fairview. And then we went to my sister's in Fairview and had coffee. And then we left Montana, went to Watford, had lunch with my brother and baby Archer, our godson, and his wife. And then we went on to Keene to my aunt's house and dropped off some birthday presents. And then I had to go to my great aunt Lorna's and drop off her birthday present. Then we went another 2 hours, stopped off at Mary's, my other great aunt's house, dropped off some birthday presents, had some coffee, lottie-dottie. Then we drove 3.5 hours home. By the time we got here, it was like 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock. It was like 9 o'clock because time changed. Huh. Yeah, it's a very good lotion, Mikisha. I have it. It's packed up in my stuff, but I'll show it to you. And it's lavender, and it's made out of the real essential oils, which I love. And it's the same kind they use on your legs when they do the massage. What is it? Anywho, all that to say this, it was quite the adventure. Poor Jefferson. I'm just like, let's go see every one of my family members. How about that? Would you like that? Is that good for you? Do you want to do that in one weekend? But yeah, we had a good time. Good morning. Yeah, it was fun. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning, Makisha. And Deborah, hello. And Dot, good morning. And Eve. So any hootie, today we are going to launch the pre-order for Christmas, right? So I'm going to show you the Christmas. Are you guys ready for the Christmas? I was working so hard over the weekend before we left. Well, no, it was on Friday. On Friday, trying to get all the Christmas together. Yeah, I felt bad for the poor nail people. I just thought, you people just being some kind of way for no reason. Yeah, I got to get out and about, and then everybody was, everybody was pretty cool, because we're like, we can't stay long, you know how that goes. I'm like, we can't stay, we gotta go here. We can't stay, we gotta go over here, My first Christmas box. Ooh, I love your blue sweater. Thanks. Although now I think I got myself riled up and it might be hot. I don't know, I might have to take off. Thank you for your weekend update. We didn't hear about your manufactured house doings. Oh, so we've decided we're going to look at ordering a modular home from the place new so that we can set it up and have like a room for Thunderhorse Descendant, because we want to have 4 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms with like an activity room, because I gotta have somewhere to put Thunderhorse Descendant. And in a regular trailer, you cannot have 4 bedrooms. You can only have 4 bedrooms in a double wide. And then Jefferson is quite particular. I don't know if you know this, but he gets kind of particular. So I was like, maybe it'd just be best if you just picked all those things. And he was like, yeah. So we're gonna go talk to somebody about that, which is one of the reasons we went to my sister Katie's house, because she just had she has a modular that was built, and then, well, she like bought it and then it burnt down before they ever moved in. Remember this a few years ago? It burned down, and then they rebuilt it. They built a new one, and she was picking and choosing all her things or whatever, but they have like 5 bedrooms. It's really big. I was like, honestly, I kind of feel like it might be a little bit kind of too big, but whatever, do you, I guess. It would be too big for even me and Jeff, I think, because that's just too many rooms. I don't know, but whatever. So we went out and saw hers to kind of see how she was telling us things that she had like customized and things that came kind of stock and what have you. Yes, we were looking at her place. You're going to love it. It's my second one. I can't wait. It's my first also. Yay! Modular homes are really beautiful. Good for you. Yeah, so we're just going to talk to them. We don't know. We don't have any appointments or anything yet, but we're going to call and talk to them. We're kind of trying to get through all this and then call and talk to them. But we did go see some lots. And we talked to this gal about like how they put them on the lot and like what all that entails, and can they do it in the winter time? Because, we have till April. Like, we have till the first week in April, which is like pretty soon to get all this done. Yeah. Our modular was built in 2003. Best built house, and my husband is a contractor. Oh, well, lovely. Yeah, that's good. So, anyways, that's kind of the update on that. But as we move forward with that, we'll talk about it. All right, let's get on into this Christmas doings. I know you guys are excited to see the Christmas. So this is Christmas Critters. You probably saw the thumbnail. Christmas Critters. This is your first box as well? Yeah. Well, we've done a number of boxes in the last few years. No, we don't have any pictures, but they gave us a website where you can see the pictures. So, maybe we'll take a look at that one day. Maybe we can do that tomorrow or something. It shows like the blueprints, and then it also shows like the pictures of what they look like. And then you kind of get to like pick and choose stuff. It's like order it on the internet kind of thing. I don't know. We're whatever. We're gonna wing it. You know how we roll over here. I thought this side was gonna be better, but I don't know that it is. I guess I'll just go with this one. All right. First of all, here is the big reveal of the Thunderhorse Descendant Christmas logo for Christmas critters this year. Bunson's excited. Meow. So we got the red and the green flowers. So you can see this is our original logo. And then if you don't know, my friend Melissa, my best friend, she does all our logo doings for us. And every year she gets a new one. She makes a new one out of our original one, which is up the top of this video. That's the original. And then she kind of decks it up. This is the first one that's ever had a border. And then, so it's got critters on it. It's got an owl and a fox and a little bunny rabbit and a deer and a bear. Look, this bear's wearing mittens. Squirrel. Yeah. Choose your own adventure. Thunderhorse Descendant Edition. Yeah. Space Pickle using a lint roller. Who's Space Pickle? That sounds like a funny name. Yeah. So this is the first one that has had a border. So that's kind of fun, and it's got a little snowflake. So yeah, I really like that. So I don't really get, you guys know, I don't really get too, well, maybe you don't if you're new here. I don't really get too involved in the process with the logos. I just tell Melissa, like, hey, this is my plan, and then she makes something. And I don't ever say nothing about it because, I mean, she does it for free. So I'm just like, yep, it's perfect. Because that's how you should be. So yeah, I thought it was quite great when she came with the border. We'd not had a border before. So, this is part of the main event. Every time you order, oh, well, I'll give you the lowdown. I'll give you the information. There is technically 34 items in the, I guess we're going to call it a box, in the Christmas box. There's 34 items. However, most of the items have multiple things in them, but I just counted them as one. So it's like bead mixes or finding mixes or whatever, because it's actually a lot more items, but whatever. So 34. Last year there was 35 items. And then you get the Christmas cup and you will get a coaster. The coaster is the free gift this year. This is just kind of like a little, I got this from Sticker Mule. It's kind of like just a little, it's not like wood or anything. It's just like cardboard or whatever, but it's cute. So those will be free in the Christmas box. That's the free gift. And then I did make a list this year. I did make a list with all of the things, It's quite intense, actually. And then you get the coffee mug. So the coffee mugs will be, this one's, I didn't get the dirt out. Bunsen, get out of here. So there's the coffee mug with the logo, of course. Looking super cute. So everybody gets a coffee mug. Now the coffee mugs were a little bit more spendy this year, so the cost of the box went up $10. So the cost of the box will be $135. That includes all the items and the coffee cup and shipping. Shipping would be included in that price. So $135. Last year they were $125, but we had to go up a little smidgy. Fueled by cocoa, beady goodness, and questionable life choices. Merry Crittermas. I always put something funny on it, or I try to, or I put stuff. So that's what I went with this year. Fueled by cocoa, beady goodness, and questionable life choices. Merry Crittermas. Because I feel like that's just where we are in 2025. I love it. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, so that's our cup. I thought it was cute. So then I made sure, I don't know what year it was. I think it was Dolly Parton year. I made the cups backwards. I don't know if y'all noticed this. There's one that's backwards. We're going to call that a design choice. But I wanted to make sure this year, so when you hold it in your hand, if you're right-handed, I guess I never thought about that. Maybe that one's the right side out if you're left-handed. Anyway, if you're right-handed, it shows the logo, and then you get to laugh about the funny things. I have this little thing where I hang all mine up, and so when I hang them up, I was hanging them like by the part right here, and then all the logos show, which I think is cool. So that's the cup. friend is quite talented. She always comes up with great logos. Yes. So she does graphic design. We went to high school together, me and Melissa. We lived in Denver together for a while. Not together, but in Denver. We were both in Denver. That's where she went to college for her graphic design doings. All right, so we're going to start out on this list. So it's quite an extensive list. It gives all the information. I kind of put it together like a skew. Now, there is one thing that I didn't do, and that was I didn't number them. But it is what it is. I only have so much time. Okay, item number 1 is the maple leaf and acorn mix in this little tiny box. These are little check glasses. Little check glass. Look at the little acorns. Aren't they cute? So I got 2 different colors of acorns. And then these little maple leaves. Does she do it as a business? She does do it as a business, yep. This is what the back looks like. This is what the front looks like. They're like super metallic-y. And so this is the just a cute little check bead mix. Last year's were backwards, but I see the beautiful logo while drinking it. Oh, see? There you go. So that's the first item. It does include all of the things and stuff, the description on the list. Then we have the enameled charm mix. Now, let me tell you what. Let me find that. This is the enameled charm mix. I went through and put all these in here. And there's also another fun game with this. So, let me just show you what they are. We've got mushrooms, hedgehogs, owls. These are my favorite. Little birds. Now, not everybody's bird is going to be the same, and not everybody, like, you'll get mushrooms, but they'll be different colors. It's a whole thing. We got little house, but everybody gets the same amount. They'll just be like a different color or something, or a different shape. Everybody gets a little house. Some people will get raccoons. Other people will get foxes. It kind of just depends on your mix. Little owls. And then there's these guys. Now, these guys are a game all in theirself. These are little raccoons. Now, these little numbers on the bottom, if you get doubles, you're going to win an extra prize. If you get doubles, you get to win an extra prize. Okay, so if you get yours and you get like 2 5s, you can just take a picture and message me. So there's our little raccoons. Okay, so I made sure to do 2 in case you want to do earrings. They're cute. So you do 2 in case you want to do earrings, or 2 of these, 2 of those. Like I said, the mushrooms might be different color. You might get a different type of owl. You might get foxes. But everybody got 3 birds that match. So you could do earrings and a little bracelet or a necklace or something if you wanted to. And then everybody got this little house. It's like more of like a little pendant type. Yeah, aren't they super cute? If you're like, why do they have earring things on them? Because they came like that originally. They're for knitting or whatever, for stitch, to remind you where your stitches are. And I just didn't have all the time in the world to take them off. So I just left them on there. If you just want to wear them as earrings, just go ahead. But yeah, they're super cute. So that is the charm mix. And there's 14 pieces, including the match pairs. We talked about that. And they might be a little bit different. Yours might be a little bit different compared to everybody else's. Those are cute. You have a similar house? Yeah, the house is really cute. Isn't that cute? That's kind of like reminded me of like cottage. Like it's got the little mushrooms and it's like a little cottage thing. But these guys were kind of like my inspiration for the little, because they got their little Santa hats on. Not all the birds are wearing Santa hats. Some have scarves, some have different stuff. I don't remember. There's like 4 or 5 different options. But I thought they were cute. So these are all of our little critters. You know I love critters. They're fun. I just randomly drew this out. So like I said, the packs might be a little bit different, but there we go. The next one is petrified wood. We're starting to get into some beads. We need some petrified wood for our forest. So the idea is basically little critters in the forest doing Christmas, right? So we're in the forest. So we gotta have some petrified wood for that. Little rectangles. 6-inch strand, 14 by 4 millimeters. And I know you guys have been after me since, I don't even know how long ago, when I used these stars. You remember when I used these stars on some project? Well, now everybody can have some. These are moss agate stars, and they look like little tiny stars. And they're beads, and it's a 15-inch strand. Are those not the cutest? I love your theme. Is this your Christmas bundle? Yes, this is the Christmas bundle, Tina. It's not currently up, but we're going to look at everything, and then I'm going to activate the pre-order. So everybody gets little strand of stars. We used those in something quite a while ago, and everybody was like, we need those. So, what else we got? We got the Christmas star tags charms. Christmas. Where'd you go? That is incorrect. I put the wrong thing on here. We're going to pretend that didn't happen because I already printed all the letters. These are snowflakes. Snowflake charms. Pack 10, double-sided. Snowflake charms. They're all the same. They're bronze. Bronze is kind of the color that I went with for, I'm just a baby. Bronze is the color that I went with for the metal, like golden bronze kind of situation. Okay, and then we got just a little bit of oval Chinese crystal beads, you know, for your frost. Good morning. So we just got a little bit of those guys going on. You never know what you'll need those for. It's your frosty snow. Hi, good morning. And then got about 30 pieces of those. The littlest bag ever in life. The littlest, teeniest, tiniest bag ever in life, in case you need this. This is a stainless steel chain that has bronze over the top. It's just a full-on 18-inch necklace chain in case you want to put one of your little charms on there or something. Also in bronze. We have that. It does have an extender. Then we have the findings pack. So I made the findings pack. So this is kind of one of the things I was talking about. I made the findings pack. I only counted it as one item, but it's like 58 items, you know? It's like 58 items. So you've got 20 latchback earring wires. You have 10 lobsters with 10 extender chains for your lobsters. And then 2 toggles that are this kind that look kind of like naturey, you know, for the forest. Hi, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. So these are kind of nature looking. And so this is just the little findings mix, which is why I gave so many earring wires, because we got lots of little charms, we got lots of little things, and we're like, oh, we might need those, you know? Now, in addition to that, I did not put this one in the pack, just because it's in its own little bag. But this is also kind of one of the more expensive ones with the little dots on the side. We call them the bally kind. And so there is one of these as well. Is the new FOC available today? It is. It is available. I'm going to launch it. I will say this. When you pre-order your items today, your box, do that separate. Just put the box in on the pre-order and just order it. It's not going to charge you shipping because the shipping is free, so that's not really going to matter. And then if you want like FOC and different items, order those in a separate order, because these don't ship until the 17th. And if you order all that other stuff, it's going to be in that same order, and you're going to want that before the 17th. You know what I mean? So we kind of just we always ship the Christmas boxes on their own, because I weigh them. And that's how I figure out and factor in the price of the shipping into the box price. All right, so we got our findings. And then we got to have a little bit of wood because we're in the forest. Hi. Good morning. So we got these guys. Some little charms. These have resin. They have a little bit of gold sparkle and some walnut wood, they said. May we use our credits for the Christmas box? Yes, you may. If you have credits, you can use credits towards your Christmas box. Yes. Got these little guys. Super cute. These little guys, resin and wood triangle pendants with gold foil. And they're 23 by 15 millimeters with 2 millimeter holes. And then, oh, yeah, this guy's cute too. All the cute things. We have this little guy. He is an 18 karat gold plated brass squirrel pendant. He's really a charm. Look how tiny he is. He's a little tiny squirrel. Hi, Angel. This box is really great. Thank you. I've been working on it for a while. He's got a little acorn. Here's his little acorn. And he's double-sided and, well, he's kind of 3D. And he's 18 karat gold. Plated. But he's very cute. Look how tiny. He's very small. Okay, and then I also have some 18 karat gold plated pine cones, in case you wanted to do something with that. Let me get this open. Them little pine cones are just cute. They're kind of as big as the squirrel, though. They're not very, what's the word? Where it's all like, with the sizing, but they're still very cute. Maybe for a bracelet or something. Gotta have some pine cones in your forest. So those 18 karat gold, pair of pine cones. Then we have, let's see, oh, the poplar wood reindeer. I mean, you can't have Christmas box in the woods with no reindeer. Although, arguably, these are the kind of only cute ones that I really liked. They're wood, and they have little, they're double-sided. They're just little wood planks, and you could use these for earrings or like a quick little gift or something. But I thought they were super cute. for our... You gotta have deer in the woods. That's all I'm saying. Those are cute. So pair of those. And then we talked about the toggle clasp already. And now we're going to get into these guys. We have some Tiger's Eye moons. Some little pair of Tiger's Eye moon. These could be pendants or charms depending on whatever we want to do. But you get a pair. If you wanted to do earrings, you can do earrings. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Earrings or gift tags? Yes. With, you mean these guys? Yeah, those would be cute on there because they kind of look like Christmas bulbs. So we got those. Tiger's Eye moons because, you know, you're out in the forest in the night. And then, to go along with that, we have one of the pendants. And this one is kind of big. But it's a big porcelain pendant. This is what the back looks like. So he's very large. He has a moon. Excuse me. Handmade porcelain moon and bird pendant in coconut brown. His dimensions is 51 by 53. And then the hole is 4 millimeters in the top here. But this little design, it kind of reminded me of, like, have you guys ever seen those Portugal bowls that they make with the painting on the inside? I think Jefferson has one in his office, but it kind of reminds me of that. And it's kind of like raised up and like 3D looking and kind of foresty, if you ask me. I like it. Yeah, but he is a big boy. He's very big, but have no fear, I have beads to match. Okay, now we're flipping over to the back side of the list where we're going to do the gold-plated enamel Christmas hats. I thought about putting these into the mix, but they were already in their own bag, so I was like, meh, it's fine. These are just little Santa hats. Maybe I'll put them in here now. So if you had little raccoons and, like, if you were making like a charm bracelet or something and you wanted to add little Christmas hats, you could do that. So you get 4 of those little Christmas hats. The partridge in the pear tree. Yeah, I don't know what pear trees look like, but yeah, we could go with that. Definitely could go with that. Next up, 3x5 millimeter rondelle, the ivory with mercury finish check glass bead strand. Don't lick your beads. This is also part of the snow and the frost. This is just a little rondelle check glass bead strand. It's got the mercury finish on it. I really like the mercury finish. I've had quite a few things with the mercury finish recently, and I really like it. It's kind of, if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain. It's like, I don't know, primitive kind of. Like, it looks kind of spotty from far away, but it's still got the sparkle. So yeah, these guys are 3x5. Everybody gets a little strand of those. And then we're on to the Tiger's Eye Horse Eye pendant. So this is the other pendant that's involved in the box. A larger pendant. This is Tiger's Eye pendant. Oh, this lighting is not doing very much for my Tiger's Eye pendant. So there's this guy. Now I will say, this guy's supposed to be red. They said it's red bronze, but I don't know. I thought, okay, I guess in this light it kind of is. Originally I thought they were bronze, but whatever. It is what it is. But we got a Tiger's Eye going on there. Pendant. Second pendant of the box. You have some old ornaments with mercury. Me too, Randy. Yay. Yeah, so we're doing, here's what we're doing so far. It's looking pretty good. I haven't even got to the bead strands yet. So the pendant is 48 by 28 by 7.5, lead-free, nick-free, cadmium-free, That's very cute. I thought it was cute. It had filigree, kind of going with the vibes. So then next up we have 6mm moss agate rounds bead strand, which is these guys. Dun 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 dun. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not this. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, these are 6mm tree agate rounds. Those are tree agates. These are moss agates. So just kill two birds with one stone. So you get the tree agates and the moss agates, both in 6s. Okay, the whole strand, 15-inch strand, you know, for our forest. I thought they were cute. And I couldn't decide. I thought they both looked really good. So I got those. Then, hi, good morning. I have this bronzanite round bead strand in 8s. Now I know we just went through some crap with the bronzanite, but check me out. So they're 8s. Don't those go good with this guy? I thought they did. These ones are with the shiny finish, and they're grade B. Grade B. So they're not grade A, but they are grade B. But I thought they were going to go really good with our partridge in the prayer tree. They're both green. Hi, good morning, Rebecca. Yeah, so I thought that would be cute, since this guy's kind of, you know, he's kind of big. He's kind of large and in charge. So that's our bronzanite bead strand. So it's grade B. It's 15 inches long, 8mm, the whole strand of that. Then we have Tiger's Eye, which are grade A, which, you know, I couldn't resist because I love me some Tiger's Eye, especially if it's grade A. Yeah. So, a 15-inch strand of the Tiger's Eye, which you could put over here with all your Tiger's Eye if you want to, or you could put it here, wherever you want to do. I guess we'll figure that out when we get there, yeah? Good morning, Jefferson Ham. I hope your appointment went well. The matte bronzanite is not very pretty. Yeah, the shiny, this is shiny. Made sure to get shiny. Is it red or is it pink? This guy? These are brown. These are brown. These are brown with a little red. Everything's kind of brown with red, which was, you know, kind of the point. Okay, so we got the Tiger's Eye, 15-inch strand of that, 6mm. Good morning. Yeah, this Tiger's Eye is really pretty. It is grade A. Let me see, what else did I put? I lost track of where I'm at. Oh, there we go. Tiger's Eye round bead strand, 6mm, grade A. Has about 60 beads on it. 15 to 16-inch strands. 0.8mm holes. Pretty standard. Hi, good morning. Are we having a Tiger's Eye moment? I love Tiger's Eye. Oh, I do. It's so good. It's for protection. I love it. Just waiting for the doctor to sign off, and then I'm off to get the dog. Okay, good. We love to hear it. We love to hear it, Jefferson. Okay, then we have Handmade Natural Moss Agate Bead Chain with wood. You guys are going to love this. I got to zoom out. Okay, so we got all of our things. And then look. Moss agate with wood beads in iron chain. Rosary style. Already done up for you. Could it get any better? I don't think it could. I was so very happy when I found this. Yeah, look. So good. It's got the wood and the moss agate. It goes with the stars and everything. And all these guys over here. Look at this. Yeah. I'm so excited. So this is like over a yard, right? It's like over half a wingspan. It's like over a yard. Did I put down how big it was for realsies? Probably not. Yeah, I did. 39 inches. So over 2 feet. Just about, wait, 39. How many is 39? It's like over a yard, right? Yeah. So good. It goes so good with all this stuff. It couldn't have been happier when I found it. Look at this. So even with this, with the partridge and the pear tree. Multi-strand, just whipped on, already done up. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, sorry. I got excited about that one. Okay, onward, because but wait, there's more. Okay. Because you can't forget about this guy, this amazing, super amazing rhyolite. Hello, get in the camera, Randy. Okay, so we've got rhyolite round beads, 6mm bead strand, 15 inches long. So this is basically like a rhyolite jasper, which would look good with any of our little things, I feel, because we got the green and the brown going on. Could even go with the tiger's eye, I think. Super good. Could go with, maybe you want to just do a little pendant on here. A little tiny moon. It's super cute. Okay, so we got the rhyolite. I should have cut my string, but I couldn't find my scissors. Oh, it's over there. Let me get it. It's bugging me. Get out of here. Everything matches. Yeah, so good. I mean, this kind of looks like a wreck right now, but so good. Okay. Then, you know, because it's Christmas, we had to have a little red crystals. You never know what you might need those for. Some little red, these are just 6mm rondelle Chinese crystals. But, you know, we got a little red in our bird. We got a little red on all our Christmas hats. Just a little pop of red wherever you want. So we got that. So you might need it. Good morning. I feel we need a pop of red. Well, there it is. Tina, me and you on the same page. And then there's about 3 items left in here. Oh, you know, I couldn't help myself. Got this Pebble garden quartz. You know me, I love a garden quartz. Pebble garden quartz. I just don't think you can have the forest without some pebbles, and let alone some pebble garden quartz. You could be doing all kinds of things with that. I don't know what, but stuff. Moss, agate, and red sparkles equals mistletoe. Yeah. So I got this is a 15-inch strand. These guys here, I did put between 6 and 12mm just because, you know, they're pebbles, so it kind of depends on. But they're so cute. I love a garden quartz because I like it when beads look like they have a little galaxy inside of them. And they're all, like, different. That one's really pretty. I just dig that. And it gives it kind of, like, the primitive kind of, like, woodsy look, you know. All right, couple more items left. I do have, we talked about the tree agate already because I pulled that out on accident. And then we have the quartz crystal phase bead chips. So these are bead chips. There are quartz and chrysoprase. Now, there are 2. Hi. This box is amazing. Oh, thank you. I do have to say, I was short 2 strands, so I substituted 2 green adventuring. So you might be one of the people who gets a green adventuring. So sorry if that's you, but also not sorry because the green adventuring is kind of pretty. Anyway, it's the same style setup. It's like quartz, and then this part is just green adventuring. These are chrysoprase bead chips, and you know, I just love bead chips. I just like how they're all organic-y and lovely, and maybe I want to put my pine cones on there. I don't know. Those could be fun. All the different shapes and textures. I'm glad you guys are liking the box. I was, I'm crazy. And I was like, I don't know if everybody likes all these crazy different kind of stones I like, but I think it's fun. So you get a 15-inch strand of the chippies. The chippies are larger chippies too. And then, last but not least, we have these little stars. They're just little bronze stars. To go with all the moons. We got a lot of moons. We got the big moon. We got the tiger's eye moon because we're in the forest. Just little small deckies. Sometimes, I love just a little tiny decky. And also we have these little stars. If you want to go star way. Moons and stars. Yeah. And they're bronze. Don't want to lose them. Those back in there. So, okay, and then you get your coffee cup and you get your coaster. We can't see everything. That's the wrong way. There we go. Quite a lot of things. Oh, I can't do it today. It wants to it wants to not be cooperating. So yeah. And that is it for the Christmas box. That's what we got going on. I am quite happy with it. I can't wait to place my order. Okay, so what we're going to do, Carolyn, is I'm going to swing over to the computer just like I normally would on like any other launch day. And we're going to do a pre-order for these. Why is it pre-order? It's pre-order. I have all the stuff. It's just pre-order because I don't ship them until the 17th because I ship by myself, and now I got to get all these little boxes together. And they're a different shape box and all these things. So when you make your order for the pre-order, please only put the Christmas box in your cart and then order that. It's not going to charge shipping because the shipping is free. So you're just going to pay for the box. It's $135 for the box, the entirety of the box, including shipping. And then you'll also get the list and all the things. And then on the 1st of December is when we're going to start working with the box on morning coffee. So if you're new here or you're not familiar, every Christmas I stop working on the 15th of the month in December. I'm like, hi, I'm leaving. Because that's my Christmas vacation. It's like one of the only vacations I really take. $135, Rebecca. They went up $10 from last year because we had a little uptick on the cups, and some of the other items were a little more spendy this year. We all know why. But anyway, and shipping went up a little bit. So they did go up $10. So, anywho, I'm going to be packing and getting them all ready, and then I'll ship them all out on the 17th. So when you order, just put the Christmas box in your cart, pay, and then I am going to launch FOCs and different things today. So if you do want that, put that in a separate order, okay? Just to make it easy, because otherwise everything's going to be sitting here until the 17th. And I just want the Christmas boxes to just ship by themselves because I've already weighed them. Rosanna, move her spot down to Randy's. It's gorgeous. I wish I could have, but I have limited funds. Yeah, I understand. There's people who have some limited funds going on probably for the entirety of the Christmas season. But if you really did want one, and we do have a firm on the website. So a firm will break your payment up into 4 separate payments if that's something you need. And everybody is welcome to use that as long as your cart is over $50 is when that turns on. Yeah, so on the 1st of December, the 1st through the 12th, because it'll be the 12 days of Christmas, is when I will just strictly be using just our box and things. We'll kind of treat it like we do the bargain bead box, where I'll make a plan. We'll make all the projects from the plan and kind of do it like that kind of thing. So it's just fun when everybody has the same beads, but you don't have to make anything I make with the beads. You do whatever you want, but it's kind of fun if you do see something you want and then you can make it if you want to. So that's kind of the deal. Do I have like a super set plan? No, I don't. I can't plan out projects that far in advance because I'll get bored with them thinking about it, and then in my head I'll already get bored with them, and then I won't want to make them because I'm a crazy person. So we will just do it design on the fly like we normally do with like bargain bead box stuff. Okay, I think it'll be good. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Okay, I'm gonna launch it. Let me swing over here and launch it because we got 3 minutes. I want one, but the government has screwed my plans up. Oh, Roseanne. Damn government anyways. Ooh. Come here, you. Yeah, honestly, I think the government's kind of getting involved in everybody's plans, if you ask me. Oh, I'm not even logged in. Let me log in. Yeah, so products. Here we are in the back end of my shop. So let's see, I'm gonna do Christmas. All right, so this is called the Critter Christmas. Oh, I have that backwards. It's the Christmas Critter box, whatever. Pre-order edition. So let me turn it on. Let's double check everything here. So the price is $135. There's a description. In the description, in case you're wondering, or if you're watching this in a replay or whatever, I did list all of the items out in the description. So if you wanted to look at that more in depth or whatever, they are listed. I didn't get a bunch of photos this year because I had to go running off to my Halloween party. So I just have a few mock-ups of the cup, the Christmas cups as the pictures. We're just going with that this year. I can only do so many things. Okay, free shipping. I just want to make sure that's on, which it is. And then the expected release date is the 17th. Dun, 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 dun. All right, that looks good. Okay, we're going to launch 50 of them because 50 is all I made. I have one for myself, and they are currently ready to be purchased if you want one. I will say that we do sell out of our Christmas boxes pretty much every year. So if you want one, you might want to get one. I'm just letting you know. And then I'm going to go ahead and launch the FOC. Like I said, put that in a separate order. So let me launch that. And you won't be getting double charged for shipping or anything because the Christmas box has free shipping. So don't worry about that. Make sure this is right. The FOCs. For November. This is the last FOC of the year, by the way, that we're going to launch. We don't do one in December because everybody's busy. So we're going to launch it, and then it must be submitted by November 30th, and we will have the race on December 2nd. Okay, so that's for this one. And those are live. Perfect. Okay, I got mine. Yay. I had to mute you when my sister called. Yes, Eve, I just launched the FOC. Yep, but again, just remember to order your Christmas box separately and order your whatever you want shipped out right away in a separate order because we don't want to ship them together. I hope that people only order one so that everyone has an opportunity. I got one. Yay! Well, thank you guys for your support. I do really work hard on the Christmas box every year. I try to. We kind of start planning it like at the beginning of every year, and I kind of collect things throughout the year at TF and think about, I message Melissa and she makes the thing. We got to order cups and all this stuff, and yeah, so it's kind of a thing. I'm excited about it, and then it's kind of like our end of the year finale. Also, I forgot to mention, everybody who orders a Christmas box will get a bingo card to play in December. So we play bingo with the members all of the time, but in December we play with the public. Everybody gets to play. How do I use my credit? Dorothy, you're going to log into your account, the little person up in the top of the thing. Make sure you're logged in, and then your credits will automatically come off in your cart. You should see them. It'll tell you your total, and then it'll say, and you're using minus X $10 in credits, and then it'll give you the new total. You don't have to apply a coupon code or anything like that. As long as you're logged in, it'll automatically come off. Yep. I ordered. Yay! I ordered 2, but 1 is for Beth. Yay! Yeah, Beth mentioned to me that she was gonna do something like that. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm really excited about it. I think it turned out really good. I like the colors and everything, and I'm super excited. And I like all the little animals, because I love little animals. So that'll be kind of our plan. I'll ship them out on the 17th. And because we kind of got to, if you've never had one before, we get these different boxes and we kind of got to pack them in a certain kind of way to make sure the cups, we pack them in these things so the cups don't break. In these like little hoobie jobbers. And we try to like put everything in the cup. I don't know if it's going to fit this year, but we're going to find out. And normally I've always had like help, with Shannon, and I think maybe we just started doing the Christmas boxes when I had Shannon. I don't have Shannon this year, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to do my regular job stuff and then also be packing on the side, So that's why they're not going to ship till the 17th. But I am going to ship on the 17th, everybody at the same time, and then so that everybody can have theirs by December 1st. I've talked to the post office. They gave me that date specifically, saying that should be perfectly fine for the shipping. Yay! All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. This is kind of my big Christmas thing for the year. Being a small business, this is kind of where, this is where we kind of make a lot of our money. And it really helps to help support especially since we're going to try to move. So I'm very grateful that if you did order a box, that you chose to order with me. I know there's a lot of places you can order from, and I'm very happy and grateful. And I hope you guys have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. And I will see you tomorrow for, I don't even know what, something. More something. I don't know. Something. We'll do something tomorrow in the morning. All right, guys. Have a good day. Bye.